Minecraft. That's super, perhaps referring to my donation to Child's Play charity in the previous episode of Exploration and Tactics. Yes, last episode I died in a zombie dungeon, and in today's episode we need to pick back up there. All of my items were dropped on the floor. In Minecraft, after you die, you've got 5 minutes to get back to your items before they despawn. We are going to head back to the zombie dungeon and see if we can collect our items. That is, of course, assuming the zombies aren't wearing all of my good armor. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, it is time to go back and see if we can get those items. I've got a speed potion. It's just speed 1 because I'm not very comfortable moving with speed 2. I'm afraid I'll fall in holes and die. And I think if I am out of range, it won't be until I at least get up to the surface that we'll be starting to get back things in range with the timer. So when we get upstairs, it should be daytime now. We get upstairs, I'm going to eat some food, I'm going to drink the speed potion, and then we're going to try to rush over there. I may pause the game a couple times as we do it to make sure I don't get lost. Okay, so I'm going to eat some food. I could ride the horse. I didn't think about that. There's a lot of water between here and there, though, so I'm not going to do that. And let's go ahead and do this, and let's get the egg out of my inventory, hopefully. Okay, so I have a speed potion. We are going to try to go back to where that cave is to try to get those items again. And I've been over the video as well as just kind of played it back through. Oh, crap. Played it back through in my head, kind of how to get there. Oh, gosh, it really is pretty near. I hope that those items haven't despawned yet. And so I think I know kind of exactly all the turns I need to make. But yes, this is definitely, it's nerve-wracking for me. It's also late at night. It's past midnight. I spent a bit of time going back through the video and making sure I understood where I was going to need to go and thinking about strategy and all the other things that I could potentially do wrong. All right, this is actually a little bit farther than I was thinking. So we're moving quickly. This is good. Right around the corner here is where I first went down into a cave. Assuming the chunks load. Gosh darn it, load. Or was it over here? Crap, if I already overshot the cave, this is going to be really bad if I... Am I gone too far, or is it around this corner? Crap, I might have already gone too far. If I've gone too far, I will feel so silly, because I'm wasting precious, precious time. No, this is it. Okay, great. So... Step 1, we got to this cave, and it was actually a good distance away, so I'm feeling a little bit better about my items might still be there, assuming that I can manage to get them without dying. Okay, so I come down here. I go right and up over here, and we kind of paused and fought some bad guys over here, and for some reason I dug into a wall right here. You may notice I put level 1s on the bow and the pick, and then I started digging around because I was hearing monsters, and I dug down here, and dug all around, and kept digging, and eventually got down here. And now here, there is some water, and I want to go to the left around the water. And I fought a baby zombie very well over here in this little hole where I was digging up some ores right here on the right. And then I made a right turn over here by the gravel. I went past this hole. Let's not fall in it. And then there's some gravel over here. There's a pillar where I fought a spider. Right here, and then I'm going to go left and go down here, and then this was, I think, probably off camera. I ended up going down to the deepest point over here, and I dug a staircase down, and this is where I get into the mine shaft. And I did some circling around, but eventually I went this way. I then make a right turn. I'm going to skip another right turn. Yes, okay. And then, was it right here? No, I already just passed it. Maybe? I hear the zombies. Yes. Okay, here. Here. Where did I dig up to the zombies? Right here. Okay, there isn't a water stream. Okay, I'm going to pause the game real quick. So, if I go up here, the zombie dungeon is right above my head. There will be a dirt block blocking things off, so the zombies can't get me, and my stuff should be right there. And so long as I don't close myself in like I did last time, like I often do to prevent zombies from spawning behind me, and because I play so much UHC, and to prevent players from sneaking up behind me without having to break blocks that I could hear. All right, if I don't close off my way back, then I should be safe regardless, even if I take some damage. So I should be able to run in there and pick up some stuff and possibly block off the entrance to the zombie dungeons. That's what we're going to try to do. Oh, and there's a water stream here. Okay, there's all of my stuff, pretty much. I'm going to go ahead and block this off. I'm going to imagine that that might be the vast majority of my stuff, and some of it is just washed down here as well. So we're going to see what we managed to pick up. I see some armor. That's good. It's good and bad. All right, let's just start throwing a bunch of stuff in here. Got the ender chest. That's great. Got more stuff than I need there. Okay, let's do that. Okay, we closed off the water. There's probably still some things. I am still spawning zombies probably as well, and that's bad news. But the zombies won't be able to have gotten through here. All right, let's break this. I don't have a bucket on my bar. I didn't think to bring the bucket to pick up the water. But here's the rest of my stuff. I see the clock. I will open this up and then try to close off the ceiling up here. Yes! Great. And here's the rest of my stuff, if I can just get it. Get in my inventory. Great. I'm going to go ahead and just break the water here and do that. And then I don't have another chest. Let me hope that that stuff doesn't all despawn before I can get down here. I should have kept one of the chests. That's okay. We're going to do this. We're just going to dump as much stuff as we can. La la la. Okay, and we're going to go try to get the rest of this stuff. Hoping that zombies don't have any other paths over to me. I don't think they do. Please still be here. Yes, it's still here. Okay. I got my stuff back. At this point, a bunch of zombies will have spawned up there. So we are not going to attack the dungeon right now. What I am going to do is I'm going to put on some better armor. Gosh, look how much damage my helmet took. I'm fighting all those zombies. Projectile, okay. Great, and we have a bunch of stuff safe down here. Okay, that is somewhat of a relief. I am going to... Oh, I have an ender chest now. I can put some of the stuff back in the ender chest in order to transport this stuff back home. That's what I'm going to do right now. So I am going to carry a bunch of stuff back home and then probably take a break and go to sleep and hopefully sleep somewhat peacefully. And you guys will see me whenever you see me. Okay, I'm getting back up on the surface. I can see it's about to turn nighttime, but I think it will be safer to just go ahead and hurry home while there's still at least some light. Oh, it's just about to get dark. My speed potion is worn off. Perhaps I will place a little bit of light along this path. There's already zombies and things. All right, let's see. Zombie I can handle, especially if he goes in the water. There's a spider. We'll go ahead and light up a tidy bit of this. Hello. Great. There's a skeleton. Crap, I hear a baby zombie. I think the best strategy for the baby zombie is for me to get in the water. He's still chasing me. But inside the water, he is not as much of a threat. Okay, he is dead. Yeah, I should be able to make it back now. Alright, and I am not carrying all of the stuff, but I've got a good portion of it, and the rest of it I can go back. I left the ender chest there. And so it'll be easy to kind of transport the rest in another trip. And apart from the spider who might see me, not sure if he saw me or not. Yeah, there's the monument. And so we can get back home and underground. Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad I at least got the stuff back. I'm disappointed in myself for... Oh, there's another spider. Oh, and there's a bunch of bad guys here. Wow. Oh, crap. I'm going to take some damage. Crap. Crap. Where is he? There he is. All right. We are still going to have some bad guys because I haven't lit up enough of the area around my base. Oh, yuck. Hello, creeper. Let's back off and eat some food. The zombie sees me. Okay, he's dead. Alright, if we don't get crap, more baby zombies. Oh, crap. Darn it. More zombies. Oh, dear. Alright. Zombies are always a problem. They're going to be coming from everywhere. So long as there aren't baby zombies. Okay, he's coming this way. I can probably run past them all now. And hopefully all the nearby zombies have gone past. Alright, there's a skeleton. Just going to run past him. Yep, okay, I think we're going to make it. Great, great, great. Whew! Oh my gosh. So much panic. Alright, but this is good. I at least got a chance to prove to myself that I'm capable of recovering from a setback. And yeah, and at the same time, hey, we got to make another nice donation to Child's Play charity. I apologize to Bergasms. You may recall has promised to put up half of the money that I'm doing, so $55.50 for each 111 that I donate. But thank you to Berg as well. All right, I'm going to unload some stuff. I'm going to go to sleep and begin playing again on a fresh day and hopefully have a better day of play. We'll go back, get the rest of the stuff, conquer a dungeon. Who knows what else? I don't know where I am in an episode right now, so I will see you guys when I see you. All right, it is a fresh morning for Brian. It is also a fresh morning in Minecraft. Been doing some inventory management and just kind of putting some things back. We are going to head back to the zombie dungeon because you got to get right back up on that horse. We're going to see if we can conquer it today. I'm going to go grab the rest of my items and then perhaps we can get back to our main goal of the original caving expedition, which was to get down to Diamond Layer and find diamonds, and we never actually ended up doing that. Yeah, I've had, a little bit more time to think about it, and I want to kind of re-emphasize that in this particular instance, that death was perfectly preventable. That was a case of me doing something foolish that admittedly is not always immediately foolish, but it's definitely the case that zombie dungeons are the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Challenging. You got to be careful with them kind of dungeons these days. It used to be the case that skeleton dungeons were like that, but ever since 1.5 and the zombie social behavior, if you get too many zombies in an area, they can really get you. And yeah, all you have to do to make sure that you don't get into that situation is to make sure you never let yourself get penned in into a corner where you can't place blocks. And that is reasonably straightforward and simple to do. And so hopefully it also means that that's going to be the type of mistake that I'm not going to make again anytime soon in Minecraft. Yeah, but in any case, it was a useful learning experience, also an expensive one. But I hope that maybe you guys who, I hope at least some people, there's a lot of reasons that you can enjoy watching different channels or whatever. Personalities tend to be one of the biggest ones, but with me, I usually, almost always, kind of focus on, oh come on, chunks load. Focus on the Minecraft gameplay and, exploration and tactics. The second part of the title is tactics. Things that you can do better, ways that you can improve your play if you happen to be someone who's also playing the game. And yeah, I feel like there is definite lessons to take from that previous little outing where we died last episode. Yeah, and so now we're going to try to go and conquer the dungeon and do things the right way. So that is good. Yeah, and I've seen criticisms of, like, the new zombie behavior. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Like, I don't think it's a problem that they made the game harder. There are some people who criticize some of the fine details, who have more expertise in game design than I do. And so those criticisms may be, reasonable or right in terms of kind of the amount of control and the way that the new zombie spawning behavior works for just kind of like fighting zombies out on the surface at nighttime or whatever. But yeah, definitely in the case of this, it was very simple. Like I said, this is pretty much exactly the same thing that happened to me back in 1.5, before they made so many changes to zombies, which is if you get a lot of zombies in an area, yeah, they have a very predictable behavior, and predictable is important. I think a lot of people criticize things about the new zombie behavior. The things that they criticize are kind of like the unpredictable things, because in general, what makes games fun tends to be when you feel like you have kind of control over your own destiny and what's happening in the game. And so it's things like zombies, like you hit zombies and they get knocked back, and so you get a full sense of, you know, how you need to fight them, and then all of a sudden they don't get knocked back and keep walking towards you and get a free hit on you, is one thing that I think people sometimes criticize. And the fact that they can kind of, you know, spawn behind you in lit areas, like the whole rest of the game teaches you that lighting things up makes you safe, so you don't have to check behind you, kind of thing. And then the new zombie behavior kind of changes that. And all right, so the zombie dungeon's right up there. We are going to do this. We are going to attack it from a different angle. First of all, getting up its level. I think I counted at some point and I decided it was like 6 or 7 blocks above me. We're going to make sure that we leave ourselves escape routes, that we can at least retreat a number of blocks, and are never just kind of backing in 1 block away into somewhere. All right, and so now if I make a left turn, should be right around here. We're going to make sure that when we know, here we go, that we're approaching a zombie dungeon, that we leave ourselves always kind of penned in at first. So the zombies can't get us, but we can hit them, so that we can assess the situation. Great. We are going to hope that we don't know about any game mechanics that kind of change monsters and monster behavior when it comes to a thunderstorm being outside while you're down in caves. I think for the most part that should be beneficial to me, because it means more monsters will be spawning on the surface. And finally, we are going to quit doing the lecture about the gameplay and just get back into kind of enjoying it, and the fact that we found another dungeon that might have some good loot. I do see at least 1 chest, and I'm pretty sure, okay. So there's more cave here. I think this is well lit up. Okay, great, there's 2 chests. We will check out those chests in just a moment. Got a little bit more cave here to light up. Okay, got a lot more cave here to light up. All right, for some added safety. Hello, little bat. We will do that. All right, nobody's getting through there to sneak up on us right now. And we will check out this, the first zombie dungeon that we've actually found in this world, which is pretty amazing. And I'm pretty sure that there is dungeon loot that I have not found yet in this. All right, 13 and cat we already have multiple copies of, but name tag. This is another spoilery kind of thing that I've become aware of, and so I kind of know what that's about, and I think how to use it. I hear zombies and spiders. I'm not sure exactly what location they are from me. Okay, more records, more horse armor. Yeah, I'm going to kind of leave this here for now. I've got plenty of horse armor for trying to tame other horses and whatnot. But the name tag I'm kind of excited about, and I already, for those of you who don't know, I guess let's start with the caves that we know very well where they are and see if any of these go downwards towards the diamond lair. Okay, take a quick peek over here. Looks like this might dead end in a moment. The name tags, for those of you who don't know, are a new feature in 1.6 that, here's what I've kind of learned via other means. Oh, there's some gold over there. I want that too. Gold is good. Gold allows us to heal. All right, this is pretty high ceilings. I can't tell. I think that there are ceilings, and so no one's going to be falling on my head. But I wouldn't mind a bit more light to try to confirm that. Oh, okay. I thought I heard a footstep too. And guess what? I did hear a footstep. It was this creeper. He's found me. Good job, creeper. You helped me discover where there is a path up from below. Alright, now he's splashing around in the water, so he must have fallen down in here. I see, and the water current pushed him down somewhere else. Okay, I don't think he'll be able to get back to me easily. But this is still kind of a dangerous-ish area. So let's be careful. Ah, there's the creeper. Alright, actually, if you stick your head back up... Oops. There we go. Got him. That was a good prediction of the next time he was going to pop up, I think. Alright. Alright, I don't think there's anything that's going to fall on my head right here. I was starting to say something. I'm still not back, obviously. This is just a day after my little road trip. Still not back in kind of full swing, I feel like, in terms of commentary mode. Okay, there is a hole in the ceiling here, so let's be careful. Alright, I don't see any mobs there right now. It looks like there might be a hole up here as well. Yes, there is. Right there. I hear some lava, although I don't think that would be the lava level at this point. And... let's take a quick look over here. Oops. Alright, and that water stream is actually going to work really in my favor in terms of over there. Alright, I think I'm safe enough to get this gold. There is still the little matter of the hole in the ceiling up there. But I think I'll be safe for a moment. So yeah, I don't feel like I'm back kind of full strength in terms of commentary in Minecraft play mode. Oops, hello, zombie. Are you the only one? So far, yes. And this kind of goes downward. And so let's go ahead and light some more of this up. Okay, here's another zombie. Let's make sure none have spawned behind me. Like that one. Hey, buddy. Oh, a couple of them. Okay, this is dangerous. Always want to have zombies just kind of coming at you from one direction. Okay, yep. And I was risking having multiple directions kind of coming at once. So we're going to back off. Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about... oh, crap, crap, crap. You were almost dead. Okay, there we go. And you with your gold armor. Alright, none of which you're going to drop. Bummer. And there is another zombie. Alright, we have too many directions going on here. For some reason... I don't know if those are just always bugs in the zombie behavior, but every once in a while they just get caught in kind of very seemingly random places to me. That zombie was just kind of jumping up and down. I'm not sure what that's all about. Alright, so in any case, there's more dark space over here as well as in the roof over there. And, okay, hello, creeper. Crap. I think it's just a spider. No, I hear a skeleton is what I hear. Okay, there's a few... this is a dangerous cave. It goes in many directions at once. And so it is important to start blocking off some of these directions, or getting them sufficiently well lit that natural spawns. Okay, there's Skelly. There he is. And the zombie's still coming at me. Ah, darn it. Skelly managed to get me. Zombie's probably still coming at me over here. Let's go ahead and get some more torches on the bar. Yeah, if I can manage to get myself... gosh, this is a really open and holy cave system. It'll be good once I get it on down to the diamond lair. But the action of trying to get down there is still going to be quite a challenge. Alright, this seems to be an open room. I think it's got a ceiling that's holed up. It seems reasonably quiet right now. I'm going to try to eventually get to talking about my travels over the weekend, as well as some things that are coming up that I think will be kind of like interesting, you know, stories from real life. But I was getting kind of casual in doing that last time, and it got me into trouble, and so I'm trying to be a little bit more careful, because until I feel a little bit more in the swing of things with respect to the game, I just fear making another huge error that's going to cost me. One of the things that a number of you have seen is that one of the places that I went... Alright, I think this is reasonably safe. I'm also going to take a peek down this... oh, crap, there's... okay. Perhaps where the skeleton came from? Ouch. Darn it. Ah! Alright, we have some good projectile protection armor. Let's go ahead and just get rid of that. One of the places I happened to pass by this weekend, so I was doing a trip down the Washington and Oregon coast, a driving trip. In the car, I drive a Prius that, I can't remember if I've talked about this before. One of my friends, when I first got it, likes to give names to cars, and he called it Prissy Pre, my Prius, and the name has stuck, and so now I call my own car Prissy Pre, despite the fact that it's kind of a ridiculous name. But yes, Prissy Pre gave me very good gas mileage for the trip, and so I was happy about that. Is that sufficiently closed off? I believe it is. We're going to head down here because we're heading down to the diamond lair. So I was happy about that. Prissy Pre also got very dirty as a result of driving, I don't know, let's see, I probably drove like 800 miles this past week. Did a lot of driving, a lot of traveling. Haven't done a long road trip in a while. It used to be the case that, there's a mine shaft down here. I know that because I kind of lost track of that when we originally got to the zombie dungeon. But we originally found, actually, okay, that just goes down there. Ooh, which means the spiders that I'm hearing might be cave spiders. Okay. I need to focus on the game again for just a moment. I think the spiders I heard were above me, and I've gotten far enough down below where I'm not hearing them anymore. But let me just kind of stay on a little bit more high alert as we move through the mine shaft. Make sure I'm not going to do anything too foolish. Alright, this keeps going down, so that's good. Mine shafts, for as much as I often complain that they're a little bit too common, that is what we're here for. In the terrain generator, I feel like, they are really good places to go searching for good resources, such as those. So let's go ahead and switch picks. I left the ender chest over in the zombie dungeon. Poop! Alright, well the good news is there are a fair number of things that I do not need at all. So let's go ahead and dump off some of those things. I wouldn't mind holding on to, eventually I might use gunpowder for something in this world. Okay, and I now have the Fortune 2 pick. Fortune 2 is the most fortunate of the picks that I have. And yes, I hear the lava. I'll try to be careful enough that we're not going to lose any diamonds in the lava, but it seems like it's still at a level below me. How many diamonds did we just get from that? 5. Okay, that is awesome. And yeah, I'll go ahead and collect redstone as well. We're probably going to get up to level 30 kind of naturally as a result of this caving trip. Well, do I really need the redstone? It helps me get levels. It's a trade-off because it's going to clutter up my inventory until I go back to where the zombie dungeon was and get my ender chest back that I forgot to pick up. Let's see. So one of the places that I went on this trip, okay, it's reasonably quiet. I think I can do some storytelling. Is as I was driving down the Washington coast, those of you who follow me on Twitter will have already seen this, I saw that there was a town named Castle Rock in southern Washington near Mount St. Helens that I was previously unaware of. And when I passed the sign on the highway, I was kind of thinking to myself, I was like, Castle Rock? That sounds familiar. Where have I seen Castle Rock before recently? And it, like, took my brain, like, I don't know, 30 seconds. All right, how much coal did I just get? 33. I could use some more because I need to turn it into some torches. Brian needs a whole lot of torches to do some more caving. Hooray! Okay. And let's also, while we're here, sing another song I like to sing. Item repair. Do-do-do-do. Slightly over-repaired that sword, but that's okay. And still have 25 coal. It is good to dig up coal when you're down at kind of like diamond layers, so let's grab it all. I saw a place called Castle Rock, and it took me a minute to place, and then I remembered that that's what Kurt had titled one of his recent Farland or Bust episodes, because he saw a big rock that was kind of squarish and awesome looking, and he named it Castle Rock. And I just thought that that was a funny coincidence. In general, I feel like Kurt and I have had a lot of real-life funny coincidences with one another. In terms of just like the timing of the way different things. Oh, whoa! All right. So somewhere That's kind of scary because I felt like I traveled a reasonably long way to come down the staircase I just came down. That was lit up, that didn't have many mobs. So those zombies, they are quite the good trackers. And I thought I just heard another one too. All right, we need to continue. No, I need to go back to the zombie dungeon and get my chest. What do you call it? Ender chest. That is our current top priority while I do some more storytelling. So I saw the interstate sign for Castle Rock, which was a city. All right, so where did that zombie come from? Can they, even if you're not attacking zombies, can they spawn in lit areas? Did I have a tiny bit of here that's like not well lit enough? There were 2 zombies. I thought... Oh, there's a hole right here. Look at this. Okay. I was going to say, I thought I understood all the zombie behavior at this point. Zombie spawning behavior. And then that was just making me question things. But then I just found that there is a 2 wide hole right here that I believe they could walk up and then jump down and come and get me. And so it definitely pays, especially, I see this happen to people in UHC a lot, to, when I've been watching their videos, to be, I don't know, analytical when you think you've lit up an area and then all of a sudden a monster comes and surprises you. Like, it's easy to get caught up in fighting the monster and just kind of not worry too much about where he came from. And if you do that, you are likely to get hit by those monsters again a short time later, and so it's good to step back and try to understand where the monsters come from, because once you know the game mechanics, it's usually the case that there is a completely rational explanation for what is happening in the game, and if you knew what it was, you would say, aha, there's the thing that I'm missing that's going to kill me if I'm not careful. Okay. As usual, whenever I'm trying to do storytelling, I'm having a hard time while I play the game, because there's so many interesting and distracting things in the game. But I saw the sign for Castle Rock, and so I ended up pulling off the interstate and trying to find a good sign, like, you know, sign on the side of the road or whatever that said Castle Rock that I could take a picture of and tweet at him, tweet at Kurt. And I finally, driving around town, I saw a middle school called Castle Rock Middle School, and it had a big sign on the side of Castle Rock Middle School. All right, so we had dug up under this zombie dungeon, I guess right here or right here. No, neither of those. Where was it that I originally like dug up in the floor? Here? Yes. And this is where I died. Oh, such sad times. All right, let's make sure that everything stays totally lit over here. But this will bring me back to the ender chest. And I'm pretty sure that this is all safe right now, but let's close that up for extra safety. Let me do some inventory management off camera for just a moment. Okay, inventory is reasonably sorted. Silk Touch chest is back in my inventory. I see bad guys over there who are going to try to find me, and actually they may have a way to find me if I'm not careful. While I was off camera, I also did a tiny bit of lighting things up just kind of in this room because some zombies were spawning in here and trying to harass me. And I was like, I've had enough of being harassed by zombies today. But now, let's go ahead and explore a bit more of this. Ah, darn it. Oh, I switched swords and I forgot about it, and I'm now using a knockback sword. I wanted to go ahead and just kind of use up this knockback sword in order to free up another inventory slot. And yeah, but it's important to know if you're using a knockback sword if you're about to try to melee a skeleton. All right, we're going to block off a few ways there to be reasonably safe. Continue on this way. I am taking some more damage, but one of the things I discovered in kind of the leftover chest and ender chest was that I have a fair extra number of health potions. I see torchlight. Is that where I just broke into the mine shaft before that the zombies were kind of surprising me from? Yes. Okay, wow, I just kind of circled around. This is where, when I was doing my analysis a moment ago, where the zombies kind of surprised me that they came from somewhere else. They came from right here. Okay. What else is right here? It's gold. Huzzah. So, this weekend while I did traveling down the coast was some of the most disconnected, is that the word I'm looking for? Not connected to the internet experience that I'd had in quite a while. I don't think this lava is close enough to this that it can catch it on fire. But let's try to not get caught on fire while we do the delicate operation of getting rid of this lava. Which sometimes... Wow! Okay, now those are... No, those went away too. I feel like a couple times I've seen the lava... Like, it's always been the case that lava kind of has some random element to it. I don't need ender pearls right now, although I might kill him just to kind of get him out of the way. So I don't have to worry about him kind of randomly teleporting or me hearing his footsteps. Yeah, I feel like I've seen lava dissipating more quickly a couple times. Some people have kind of hinted to me that there's something up with lava that is different now. And I'm not sure if it flows faster, possibly, too. I don't know, but it seems like, well, here's another opportunity to do a quick experiment. So previously, if you block the lava source, it might take, I don't know, I'm not sure what the random time limit was, but sometimes like 30 seconds for some block of it to kind of dissipate. Now it seems to be reasonably... There was also a block update there, and so it's spreading farther than it used to be spreading. But now it seems to be that like every second, kind of like a new bit of the lava seems to dissipate away if there's no longer a source. Yeah, that seemed pretty consistent. So, ooh, all right, that is something... Oh, I see a bunch of skeletons over there. We have other ways to explore. I would like to try to keep doing some storytelling and talking from the weekend. So yeah, most disconnected from the internet experience I've had in a while, because I stayed at a couple places that didn't have internet or Wi-Fi. One of them was the Lighthouse bed and breakfast. And lighthouses... Like, I guess if you don't live either on one of the coasts of the US or in Michigan, you might not have much experience with lighthouses. They're pretty interesting from a kind of like both historical and technological standpoint, I find. All right, I think we've kind of lit up all the different areas over here. Great. And that Enderman is still right behind this wall, it seems like. And his noises are going to annoy me, so I think he's going to have to die. Hello, Enderman. Are you right through this wall? Yes, there you are. We are going to kill you from a safe distance. Look at you, putting down blocks right inside your own feet. Crazy Enderman. All right. And I don't hear anything else, so we should be safe to go ahead and break back up into here. Which circles around. I block this off. Go ahead and add enough light to make sure nobody's going to spawn there. So yeah, in any case, while visiting this lighthouse, like you learn about some of the technologies they use to, you know, semi-automate it. Like, okay, so lighthouses, you know, you're on the ocean or whatever, and you're ship sailing, and there's, you know, rocks on the shoreline, and you want to not hit them and break up your boat and die. And so they, you know, would have lighthouses, and they could also be used for navigation because the lighthouses would have kind of like different signals, I guess, kind of like ways that the light behaved in the lighthouse so that you could like differentiate the lighthouses just by looking at the light. But they were nevertheless like, you know, things that like people had to operate. You know, they had kerosene lamps and they had to be constantly refilled. And it was one of those things that, you know, had to be going 24 hours a day. And so you'd have, you know, a lighthouse keeper who like lived, you know, right next to the lighthouse and who would be responsible for keeping it up and going all the time. And then as they started, all of a sudden it became Lighthouse Lecture with Brian. But I found it really interesting. And then they got to the point to where they had like automation to keep like the lighthouse well, I guess it's more just kind of like mechanics than automation to keep the lighthouse kind of like turning around, because, you know, the lighthouse signal, like they'd have the, what is it called? Like Fresnel lenses. Alright, we hear another zombie somewhere nearby. Sounds like he's very nearby, actually. Possibly right here. Let's take a peek at what we're getting into. Yes. Always smart. Let's do this. I've got plenty of room to back up still, but let's go ahead and block this off. I'm probably going to be a little extra cautious when it comes to zombies over the next few days. Alright, and I also need to be aware that this smite sword is going to break soon. That's good, because it's going to free up an inventory slot, because my inventory is getting pretty full. And the ender chest is also pretty full. Yep. Okay. Alright. Hey, one creeper exploded the other creeper, so I actually got some gunpowder out of the explosion. That was nice, I guess. So yeah, the other interesting thing, so they've got, you know, these lenses that allow it to kind of like focus the light and have like, okay, look at this. This will be a good place to go exploring for more diamonds. Kind of like focus the light and shine it into, you know, beams that then can, you know, be seen really far out on the ocean. All right, let's see. There is potentially somewhere that monsters could walk to me from over here without having to cross a path of lava. Let's go ahead and cover this, get this area lit first. Oh, more gold, great. Okay, there's more cave there. Let's try to keep my options reasonably closed one at a time. And so yeah, so the lighthouses need to be spinning around, and the beam keeps constantly kind of like sweeping across the ocean and landscape nearby. And in order to keep the lighthouse like turning constantly, they had a clever system where basically they'd have like a big heavy weight. So lighthouses are typically like on a tall, I don't know, like the right word, like, I don't know, steeple-y kind of building or whatever, like a big cylinder that goes up high. And often inside the lighthouse, they would basically hang a large weight that could be kind of like hoisted up manually, kind of like up into the ceiling, kind of like upper portion of the lighthouse, and then would, just by gravity, slowly, the gravity would cause it to come slowly coming down, and then the force of it coming down, it would be attached to like a rope and pulley kind of like gear system. And so that gravitational force of pulling the weight down would then be turned into a rotational force that would rotate the lighthouse beam, or the lighthouse lenses. All right, more gold. All right, this is really good, because this means I'm going to get some more gold. I can afford to take some more damage. I can make a whole bunch more healing potions, and when I can afford to take damage, like, I definitely don't want to die, but when I can afford to take damage, I become a much better storyteller in Minecraft, because I don't have to play super duper cautiously. Alright, some of this gold is at risk of... Oh, and this is the area I just closed off. Just because there's one torch here does not mean that this is lit. So let's actually go up here and meet this zombie. Hello, zombie. My sword is going to be running out soon. Get smitten by the spite sword. And... is this a dead end? Nope, I hear more zombies. I hear a baby zombie. Okay, that's bad news. We are going to close that off until such time as I find the location of the baby zombie. I wonder if he'll end up walking down here. Crap. Is that another zombie dungeon? I think it is. Alright. So there seems to be another zombie dungeon nearby. I would like to finish telling my story and not die. Alright, let's try to pick up this gold, because gold is valuable. We're gonna circle back around here at some point. And I also, after I do, like, editing, like, I wonder how this episode length is gonna be turning around, and if I'm gonna have to have an episode boundary at some point. So in case this happens to be an episode boundary, that will be an exciting place to circle back around to in the not-too-distant future. Oh, there's another Enderman over there. Don't look at him. Oh, and here are... Okay, this is good. Because if the zombies can't get to me, they might end up pushing each other into the lava. Alright, in case this happens to be an episode boundary, let me go ahead and say, hope you guys have enjoyed watching, hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to keep... Okay, there we go. Baby zombie burning in the lava. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon as we continue this crazy caving expedition.